Good morning and welcome to another episode of Random Friday Musing. I hope you're all well, enjoying the feeling that spring is in the air. How wonderful. What I've been thinking about this week is, well, I think I'll start with, I don't know if you remember the film Airplane, but there is a point when the hero is walking through the airport lobby, and he is bombarded by every religion, every belief system going. You know, as he walks around, he's like, oh, why don't you believe in this, believe in that, and so on. And he's just trying to get where he's going. And I was walking around the local streets here, and every window I looked in, every lamppost had another sign, another poster. Support this, support that. Take a stand here, don't take a stand here. Just incredible numbers of posters and leaflets all telling us how we should think and how we should behave and who we should support and so on. And I thought, you know, it just reminded me of the film. But it's this idea that we have to stand up and support something. We have to show our support. And I thought, well, what happens if you don't want to? You know, what happens if you just think, I'm going to put aside all of that and I don't feel the need to actually believe in anything apart from this moment, apart from the journey that I'm currently on? What happens? Well, actually what happens is we feel free. We feel free to just be ourselves and to carry on living a good life. Now, there's this whole idea that if you are not supporting whatever is currently in the news, what your neighbour is supporting, what your friends stand up for, there's this whole idea that you don't care, that you're not interested, that you become so powerless because we're told that the only way we can sort of create change is to stand up and shout and yell and protest and so on. And yes, absolutely, for some people this is what they feel. And this is right for them. But equally, everybody needs to understand and respect and know that some people simply don't want to have a belief system. They're simply living as they are. Because one of the dangers is that when we really, really tie into a very strong and very powerful message or belief system, we actually shut the door to change. We shut the door to anything else coming in. And we know from life that there is no one truth. There is no moment when we've discovered the absolute fact and this is it, and nothing else is real apart from this one fact. What happens is that when that fact changes, as it does, because this is the nature of science, the nature of life, the nature of politics and religion and so on. What happens when that changes is that we get hurt and our life crumbles around us because we have bought so highly into that message, into that belief system. And so we get immensely hurt when we discover that the belief system wasn't as true as we thought it was, wasn't as powerful, doesn't actually resonate with us as much as we thought it did. So buying into this very strongly is not always in our benefit. And can we live without belief systems? Can we live in freedom, in complete freedom, without holding on to anything? Yes, we can. And we can live very happily. Because what happens is that we come back into ourselves, we come back into our light, into the only truth that's really there, which is us and our relationship to us, but even that constantly changes. So when we actually let go and we become free to flow with life, to be open to new beliefs, new experiences, and so on, everything becomes much easier. It's only when we hold on so tightly to say, this is the way, this is right, then Nothing can change. We can't bring the new in because we can't let go of the old. And life, if anything, is a massive flow of exchange of old for new and new for old. A death and a rebirth followed by a death and yet another rebirth. This is life. And if we can be open to that, open to all these changes, life becomes a beautiful stream of just wonderful experiences and abundance and highs and lows, because they are all here. But just as holding on to a belief system can hurt us, holding on to a high can hurt us. This is the way life is. It must always be this wonderful. But if we hold on to it, we get hurt when it goes away. Flow is everything. Recognizing that what is here with us is here in this moment. Then in the next moment it has gone, to be replaced by something else, perhaps to be replaced simply by space, simply in that moment by nothingness. But this again allows for the next feeling, event, experience, revelation to come in, and then once again to flow away. We don't need beliefs in order to exist. We don't need to hold on to a goal in order to be here. So think about all the posters that you have in your life. Think about all the belief systems that you have in your life. Do they help you? Do they bring you something? Perhaps it is time to just let them go and just become you. So that was my thought for this week, and I hope you will take it forward and have a look. Have a look at your own life. What is in there that is bringing you pain and not joy? And can you live just as you are, accepting both sides of life, both sides of the argument, and not judging one to be good and one to be bad, but instead being that person that understands that all things are here because we believe them. And I hope this will make your week easier and your life easier. And I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully next Friday, for another Random Friday Musing. Light blessings. Bye bye.